How is it going, everyone? Give me another exciting episode with more Xenoblade Chronicles free on the Nintendo Switch. Welcome to it. So last time, because we have a new hero named Gray, and somehow we just go ahead and search all around the Forest region just to check around to see if there are any of these caravan registered for each snow pond that we have not talked to. Well, we have finished talking to Mimo. And we have talked to the one named Kikiru. It's what his or her name is, and it just seems like that we need to go and check in with the discuss because there are a couple of these quests that were missing. So there are a couple of each 5 quests that we have not done on doing. So I rather prefer that we start up by the one that is called Widespread Custom.
Been meaning to talk to you guys.
The people go crazy for collecting fortune clobbers in Colony 32, don't they? You used to collect them as well, didn't you, Uni? Yeah, only got the 4 though. Are they lucky because they're so hard to find? Bingo. I don't know where it came from, but they say if you find 7 they keep a death away. Based on what? Hang on. There's not much point in the mechanic of picking each 7 of them to ward off the death. They're non-combatants. Yeah, they're less likely to die in action. I don't know if there's anything to do with it. Why isn't Ven collecting them then? Ven from Colony 30? Oh, you think there's a good fortune clobber spot somewhere a mechanic can reach? Yeah, I guess that might be what I think. Class. Well, what's to say we go ask around? Looking like Uni is gonna add it to her collection, hee. Okay, so it's the one that's called Wish Upon a Clobber. Okay, so we should go and get that quest done right after we check to see what's available. Okay, so we got the one called Changes. Okay, so let's see what happens if we go and accept that.
Hey,
discuss.
listen to this, will ya?
Look like a rack and a flame clock isn't enough to make everyone be like us. Yeah, they don't have to worry about the clock, but everything apart from that stayed the same. Guess it's just us that can interlink change the blazer and so on. Bit of a shame though, in it. The trick with using other blazers is pretty spark and useful. Lonzo, have you got the comparable with using Senna's blade yet? Yeah, more or less. I'll tell you this about bashing enemies around with that defense a real bloody kick. Oh hey, here's a thought. Why don't we all try using Senna's blade at once? Offensive is for the best of defense, right? We'll be done in no time. Done and dusted as a hustle on the ground, yes? What you mean? Attacker like I said, I can only focus on the offense when they got a defender to cover them. So you have to maintain a balance in the team competition. Going all in on in any one role will only risk a total defeat. Bah. Yeah, no, I'm sorry, you're right. It's exactly as you've said. Here's what we do then. Tyon, you do the defender thing and everyone else grabs Senna's blade. Better, yeah? Were you even listening to me? Or does the word balance I had too many syllables for you? Okay, so for the bonus experience points we gain is 100. Okay, so that's all we could take on. So let's see now. So we had the one that's called the unsent huts.
Been meaning to talk to you guys.
Something bothers you, Noah? Your browser is awfully thorough. Huh? Oh, sorry, I didn't realize that I was making a face. Is there something on your mind? Yeah, it's nothing too important though. Oh, really? Sure you're not remembering the things about the husk? Yeah, that would have to be it. Am I really that easy to read? We know each other for so long, of course we can read your mind by now. You're talking about the huts that were left near that Sin Breeze funnel place. It will be dangerous to send them off. They're right inside Monster territory. Is it really bothering you that much? To be honest, I don't think I can let it go. But at the same time, though, I feel wrong to put everyone in danger just because I'm feeling uneasy. Holding back like that isn't like you. We'd rather you just ask us straight up. And anyway, not to like anyone here were the object to sending off of the husk. Of course not. I've been in favor of it from the start. Right, we had to give him a proper send-off. Noah, Mio, you're the overseer to here. You should have made the judgment call. I'm sorry, everyone. No scratch that. Thank you for going along with me on this. Okay, so we accept the one that's called Melody of Mourning. Okay, so we should go and press on B.
Right then, should we get a move on?
Okay, and we'll go ahead and check to see what the new quest is available. So we go to quest. Okay, so these are the 2 quests that we had to get done. Okay, so we have the one that's called hearing about. Okay, no, it says under the title. So it says here Melody of Mourning. So it says hearing about some huts that left abandoned by Sinbreeze of Funnel, but the party has set out to try and see them off. Okay, so let's go ahead and activate that. So send off the other huts by Sinbreeze Funnel. Okay, so we're gonna go make a warp. So we should warp back somewhere far up to the north at the Aionios Region, where it's fully full. Alright, and then we should go and check this area as we press onward down here. Yeah, so this is where we need to be going because it's the most important thing because we had to keep on taking on so many canteens around the area because that's a lot we need to get done. Alright, so let's go ahead and harvest some ether channels, and that will go and increase up more, but 47, right? Or okay, well, more or less, but 46. Okay, well, that's a lot that we can take on. So we can take a little bit of the material that's left on the ground and continue moving upward. Alright, so we need to continue moving up this path.
This is new.
So here we are now in the Sinbreeze Funnel. So I'm seeing a whole tons of these soldier huts lying all over the floor. So as we keep moving upward. Alright, so we'll go ahead and send them all off. Alright, so Mio and Noah are getting their flutes out and ready to go and play a song. So yeah, so there's just more about the 4 of each and one of these soldier huts that die in battle. Okay, well, that Japanese music felt kind of smoother that way because everyone is enjoying that sweet old jazzy music. And with that, I think our job is done. What say you, Noah? Yes, I think so too. Thank you all for helping me with this. That should bring a little piece to those who fell part way. Yeah, I really hope it does. Okay, so Noah is allowing that. Okay, so we have that standard quest completed. Alright, and we should get the next one done. So, if we go back to quest again, and go back to the one that's called Wish Upon a Clobber. So it says, abandoned colony 30 mechanic are seen to be collecting fortune clobbers. So try finding out where we're best to harvest them. Okay, so we should go ahead and activate it. And go and close all of this. And we should go and warp somewhere back at the Aionios Region. Okay, so this must be it. So we're heading back to Colony 30. Alright, so that's Valdi's home. Okay, now I'm looking at my surrounding because there's like none other than any other Nopon that we could talk to around here in Colony 30. So hold on. So we're getting here is some new info. I've been hearing of the Offseer to flute around the living quarters lately. Our Redacta officer successor shouldn't have been assigned yet, though. Okay, so that's 1 out of 2. Okay, and so we go ahead and do the next one. So it says, Urana and her team having contact us ever since they started their expedition into Dana Desert. So maybe if they think we're still at war. Okay, so this is something that's called Expeditionary Mission 1 out of 2. So we keep rolling with it. Okay, so if there's this next Nopon, I'm sorry. So if there's Nopon named Repapa. Colony 30 stuff up to the guild with the loveness of loving Nopon. But if a war ceases to exist, then a loser needs for maintenance of loveness. What would become a Repapa and friend then? But hold on, so you're not going to give us this red item, or okay, hold on. So I think we gotta go and talk to this mecha friend. Okay, looking as good as ever, little guy. Not like you can talk, duh. Okay, so you sure this Repapa can't give us anything? Okay, well this guy got lame. Alright, so talking to Ben. So, oi, you little birdie told me you collect birch and clobber. You could say that. If the colony pilots, especially the 4th squad, were just so reckless. Just as yesterday someone, so how many more would we lose before I get a full 7? So he's collecting them for the pilots? Are you a collector too? If so, you'll want to go to Lapro Knoll. They're often found around there. Sweet ta. Okay, so Ben have a new info, so we should go and have a talk. Have you seen the further units at Levenesses? They're late coming back, and I don't mind admitting I'm worried. I warn them time and again not to neglect of their maintenance. Erwin. Snuff. Okay, hold on. So snuff it. Could you go out and see then see what use it had to say about it? Okay, so we got expeditionary mission completed.
We got new folks on the map.
Alright, now let's go and have a look around.
Some relationships changed.
Okay, so we should check in with our surroundings just to see if there's not any info missing. Okay, so this is the next info we need to read. That Nopon flute the plane is ear bleedingly bad. Tell me about it. That wasn't an off-seer the flute being played, wasn't it? Why Nopon got something like that? Okay, so that's Colony 30's off-seer, so that's 2 out of 2.
Got some useful intel after that.
Okay, so we have that one done, so that's a lot that we need to take on. Because that is just too much to do in Colony 30. So I just hope we don't be missing everything around here. So let's go ahead and sit down at the canteen and discuss our top priority.
Banana to whip up some grub.
Oh, okay, well, not like we had the time at the moment. Okay, let's talk about the Feronis Hulks.
Oh yeah, we were gonna talk about that thing.
It seems Millica Meadows isn't the only place that with the rusted out there Feronis, huh? Yeah, if I had to guess, I'd say they're scattered all over Aionios. What bothers me is how total they all are. Surely that can't be standard practice, right? Feronis come in different flame clock ranks. If they aren't used to their strength, the defeat can be crushing. A retrieval and a transportation of their Feronis also come with a cost. Leaving it to the rotter on the field can sometimes be simplest. And then it turns into a monster breeding the ground. Man, that made my blood boil a bit. But even a bandit can contain a wealth of supplies. I think that will prove useful on our journey. For sure, if we see one anywhere, we should make an effort to check it out. Okay, so we gain 100 experience points for one of its bonus. Okay, so let's talk about something that's called on high alert.
Hey, listen to this, will ya?
So word on the the grapevine that has it that the Agnes and the Catholics of patrols are on the right. Yeah, now you mentioned it, they've been all over the place lately. It's a conceivable that if we act conspicuously, the nation trooper will be placed on high alert. And destroying flame closets seems pretty conspicuous of all things considered. Inside, indeed, I doubt that the consuls would overlook such irregularities. So we might expect more vigilance from them, more reinforcements. Right, makes sense, I suppose. But releasing colonies from their flame closet can't be all bad. For sure, it gains up the corporation of their people for one. It has a benefit that much is indisputable. So long story short, that we just gotta up the ante like what our pals are doing. Absolutely, we can't afford to slip up. Okay, so we keep at it. So we gain more 100 experience points, and the last one is for use its reputation. So let's go ahead and discuss that.
Hey, we gotta talk.
Valdi, on you Colony 30 commander? Yup. It's just that the people in Colony 30 seem to really rely on this Yuzet guy. Oh, and how? Yuzet is my aide. He takes care of tons of jobs for me. What do you usually do in the colony, Valdi? Build leverances? So basically you leave all your commanderly duties to your poor mate? Uh-huh. He really helped me out. Valdi, are you really okay with that? Weren't you gonna figure out the best way to protect everyone? If you're gonna do that, then don't you need to keep more of an eye on all things? Uh-huh. Yeah, I think you're right, Lens. Right, so what do you want to do? Zuzeta will know, I bet. Let's go talk to him. Okay, so this is a big friendly friend. Alright, so we should get that standard quest done. And it seems like we got 2 more left. So let's get the one that's called the supply drops.
Hey, listen to this, will ya?
Okay, well, I don't think that's called a supply box. I missed on say supply drop. That is what I mentioned to say. So you guys know those supply drops that we've been seeing now and again. Yeah, and about them, colonies that we freed from their closet, they can't request the supplies, can they? No, that wouldn't make any sense. But the jobs are aid from one of the castle or neighboring friendlies. Even if one of the liberated colonies did file a request, nobody has a duty to honor it. Which means that wherever we see supplies are being dropped, there must be a colony or troops we haven't freed yet. Yeah, there's a good chance that we encounter enemies in those areas. Indeed, when we see a supply drop, we'll have to remain vigilant. But those containers will have the stuff well needed as well, am I right? If we can get our hands on them, I say that we should, even with the enemies and all. Okay, so we get to the game more about 100 experience points. Okay, so we only got 4 more that we had to get knocking out. So let's press
going.
B. And let's go and get some of these quests done. So I say we go in and startle along the travel. So we have to landmark back to Chikashika Mesa. Alright, so we're gonna work back to this landmark and go and make our way down to the south. So are we fighting more of these Ardents? Oh, wait a minute. So what are we doing? Oh, this will look like a prime fortune clobber country. All thanks to an event and no less. Shall we bring him one as thanks? Ooh, good shot, love. After I snaffle just one as commission. Oh, I'll help find you a clobber, Uni. Manana also searching. Okay, so we got a new quest updated.
Well, now,
So let's figure out what we gotta do here. So let's look to see what we gotta do. So we have to collect 2 of the fortune clobbers. Okay, so we had to gather them all. Oh, wait a minute. What's over here? So we have to get all 2 of them. Okay, so we got one. So we should go and check on this area. So as we go and have a look. Okay, so which way is it? So there's the one underneath it? Okay, so the last one may seem kind of tricky actually. So I think the last fortune clobber is all the way down at the bottom.
Come on, don't fail me now.
Okay, so still we can get all the collectibles we need.
This mud is really becoming.
And we go and check what's around this corner. And we go take a look.
This was a nice find.
Oh, wait a minute. So there are 2 of them. So this should be the last one. And now we have to go talk to Ben. Alright, so let's go and have a talk. So it's somewhere back at Colony 30. So let's go ahead and work back there. And go have a talk with Ben. Okay then. So you know what? We can go ahead and unshow via the quest route. And put the ejector away. And so we have here, if it's a new, we have here this new star showing up for Valdi. I'm going to go look for parts 2. Don't leave me behind. Well, you go have fun doing that. Hey Van, I found fortune clovers over at the Lapper of Newell. Oh, good news. When the workers come down, I'll go over and look for some. Yeah, actually, here's the one I picked earlier. To thank you for the heads up about the spot. Are you sure you don't mind? Thanks. That's a free, I think. May all the levenesses from Squadron 4 come back unbroken. Well, this is not for the pilots? What those Lamasses, all they are good for is breaking perfectly. Good levenesses and competence. Right. Gotcha. Okay, so here's our quest completed. So it said, but the party gave a band of what he was looking for, but it seemed that he was more concerned about the levenesses of well-being than the pilot. Okay, so here's our experience point we gained is 870, and the goal we got here is 1060 and free SP. Alright, well, we're gonna keep at it. And it seems to me, because we got here is some new Nopon that we have not talked to. So we can go talk to this Nopon named Dinky Dinky. Mecha friend, truly a marvelous friend, spent to assist in the Dinky Dinky complete day worth of work in a single hour. With the helping hand of Mecha friend, the output of Dinky Dinky will be much. Man, actually so efficient, not much left for Dinky Dinky to really do. Okay, so let's go talk to Widge Widge. Valdi turned Labnets into scrap. Mighty gas straits was on cusp of finish. Mightiest of output, mightiest of Minivar, all for nothing. All of which supposed to while away the idle hours now.
We got new folks on the map.
Alright then, so I think that's already done. So we just go finish talking to each and every one of these Nopons. So you know what? I really think we should go ahead and do the last quest for Valdi. So it's safe for Valdi. So he says he has been leaving all his commander type work to his lieutenant. Use that to see if there is a better way to arrange all this. Okay, so we're getting here is a noble ward. So let's go and get this quest done. Alright, and it's somewhere back at Colony 30. So we're gonna talk to Yuzet. Yuzet, guess what? Can you not see that I'm working? I can see, and thanks for that, by the way. Well, as long as you notice, anyone else having trouble telling which one is the commander? Yuzet, let's do something. Oh, you wanted to do something, do you? We need to restore calm to the colony. That takes a priority. Has there been any unrest? A sense of a flame clock was broken? Or what I call it, unrest? Okay, well, there's no point in having a good time there. It's just that now that the fighting has stopped, loudness and maintenance isn't so vital. Everyone's whinging about how they got nothing to do all day. It's driving me up the wall. We're all looking for something to do, me include. Oh, everyone can pitch in on Dorrick. Dorrick? Is that there's a big leftness? Yeah. I say I make it for the best 11th there ever was. That's for the one for the console order built. Will you help me with it, Mehmet? Riku was supposed to some advice not go amiss. Yay! I can't stop you working on it, but you can't raid our material for it. Understood. I'll keep salvaging the stuff to myself. Guy, let's spell 11th. What exactly do we gain by finishing it? Nothing. But as long as it keeps the Nopon happy, you'll be doing me a favor. He's not very commander-like, but he does care about the colony. We can help out with the scavenging materials. What do you say, Lons? You're gonna help? Yeah, go on. I'm the one who's told you to find something to do. Thanks. Repapa is the one in charge of the Dorrick project. He'll be able to tell you what's needed. Cool.
We got new folks on the map.
Okay, so we're getting here. It's 2 new stars available, so we can go talk to Zuza.
Relationships changed.
No, I want to talk to Zuza, not Ritz. Okay, so let's talk to Zuza. Are you eating free meal today? You can fight on an empty stomach, you know. If you're headed to Raybell Tableland, I advise that you set off with a full belly. If a colony meals aren't to your liking, get your friend to rush you up or something. I don't care as long as you eat. Okay, so we each gain 10 of the affinity points. So talking to Ben again? The pilots here are a real crew of high heads, I'll tell you that. And my chill's no exception to that rule. If he doesn't take care of at the 11th, the commanders are going to be sad and rather peeved. What is he like? If he keeps up his rough and tumble antics, sooner or later he'll end up as beat up as the 11th. Okay, now let's go have a word with Repapa again.
Find us some materials.
Valdi have been a great help. Repapa, thank you as
You're being
befits
great friends
chief.
to Dorrick.
Chief? Valdi the trained as a mechanic alongside Repapa under Matapon. Basically, Repapa look after Valdi a lot. Right now, it's Dorrick and Mecha friend and also look after Duzet when they have time. It's so good at cheap. Anyway, friend to say friend find material. That's very kind. What should we do? Nah, first it gets a lot of material from Aionios in a Finalizing region. Material needs a thorough check, so bring first to Repapa. Area around the colony is very full of the stingers, piles are ripe for taking. Get quit picking.
We got new folks on the map.
Okay, so we go talk to him again. Have friend found materials?
Let's just hand the stuff over.
Okay, so it seems like we got one. So the one that we need to get is the Stinger, Jet Plate, the Everleech of Levnite, the Pointed Lucian, the Splinter Stinger, and the Limber, the Overrip Jasper, the Emetic Microplug, Lackware Onyx. I'm not sure if I'm so good at saying that word. And the one that say Bloodmove Perpsicle. Okay, so the one that's called Bloodmove Perpsicle. Okay, so we'll go and give him that material. Okay, and it felt like that we don't have enough, so let's keep going. Okay, but it felt like that we still gotta keep getting some more stuff available. So it's not enough yet. Repapa needs to play more material from ITI and Finalizing region. Okay, well, let's just go ahead and have a look, and we go ahead and do the split. Okay, so new guy that we had to go talk to is named Maybatch. Yeah, I'm sure that the situation called for it, but right now it's a terrible time for the commander to be heading to the castle. Well, I'm sure it'll work out somehow. Her Majesty is a great and generous ally to us. Best not to think about it too much. Yeah? This is the kind of a thing that FLs got in the bag. Alright, well, we're just gonna have to stick around and just keep on collecting more stuff around here. So, let me see you once everything is collected. Okay, guys, so as you can see, because those were the single pile that we had to keep collecting. So, moving on, because we're gonna have to keep on checking our surroundings just to making sure that we collected enough parts to give it to Repapa. So, so now there's something else I must go over, because I try to go ahead and look at this article up, because somehow you just gotta keep on exploring the place, just to take a look at your surroundings, just to see if there's anything you're not missing around here that had to be collected. Now the time that you gotta keep an eye track to your surroundings, just to make sure that you're not forgetting everything what you not remember of, which materials that you were supposed to pick up on the ground. Okay, so those are called dragon fossils. So those were the ones I'm forgetting about. Okay, so we were supposed to keep collecting one of those. So they may seem a little bit easy to track down, but it may take forever, I know, because it felt like that we had to keep getting as many of them as possible.
Is this like a rare thing?
Alright, well, let's just keep getting everything. So everything except for dragon fossils. So yeah, so those were the ones that we were not forgetting to collect, because those were the parts that we had to keep collecting. So moving on. Alright, now here what we split, because the one that we need to get is the one that's called Limber Lady. So let's go ahead and skip this, and it had to be somewhere at the one called Concord Peak. That's the name. So we had to figure out where the exact location it is. So let's go ahead and double check our landmarks to see where it is. Okay, so this should be it. So this is where we go ahead and find the Limber Lady. So let's go and have a look around. Okay, hold on. So this is Dumas jaw. So that's something we weren't supposed to go. So we need to just stay on this path over here. Okay, so that's the Limber Lady that we were looking for. That's the one we need to collect. Okay, and still we can keep on looking around just to see if there are any more of these Limber Lady that needs collecting around here. So we did collect the one that's called the Limber Lady, so there had to be something else to it. But one of it's a Limber Lady that we have already collected. So there's still more that we had to keep searching around here. So I reckon that we go ahead and check out this spot of this area. So let's see, are there any more of these Limber Lady? Okay, hold on. So there's only like one. So there's only one Limber Lady. Alright, man. So moving on. Okay, so the Ripple Peridot should be found somewhere in the gorge. The gorge of Odie. Is that how I'm saying it right? Okay, well, let's just look at here. So it felt like, because we're back here in the gorge of Odie. Is where we are. Okay, now it just seems like there are like only more by four of the Ripple Peridot. So we're just gonna have to keep on scattering around to see if there are anything left. Okay, so I'm picking up here is these Scarlet Lights. And what is this? Okay, now that one's a hockey. Okay, so we're getting here. It's a couple of these materials scattered all over the place. And you know what? Oh my gosh, how did I fall? Okay, well, we were supposed to go and bring down the ladders by interacting that. But you know what? Now, we already knew because we can find all the materials scattered all over the region. Now, let's just go ahead and do another split while we finish collecting all of these materials. So, I will see you once all of these materials are collected. And over there I saw, because there is another visit container. Let's go open it up to see what we get inside. So we get free SPs and all the game stuff that we collected. So we got the steam belt. Alright, and we're getting here is a whole bunch of gemstones. So let's go ahead and move on to seeing how many material that we collected so far. Okay, you guys, so that should do enough by collecting the Stinger, Jab Plate, and the Limber, the Orbit Jasper. So now, as you can see accordingly, so we have enough but the Jaguar and Fossil for only 21 for each. So that should do more than enough. So let's hope this get it up to more than 100%. Okay, so that's more than 80%. So you know what? I really think we should focus on getting more of this blood more for purposicle, because I give it more by 30%. Okay, well, let's go get the last one. Oh, okay, never mind. I think we got it. So we got it up to 100%. Oh, phase 2 complete. Thanks, everyone. Phase 2? Man, so far, Repapa only a couple together parts are on hand. Finally can build an all-important session. Then phase 3 starts at the finish in no time, if we work like this. Just wondering, how much further is there still to go? If the finish at phase 10, you what, mate? We say that we help. We see through to end. Sound like someone started enjoying himself, doesn't it? Oh, keep a collect the materials and bring to Repapa. Dorrick are going to be the protector that we always are needed. Our mighty guardian. Yeah? Can't wait for it to be done. Just watch me go. I mean, we just gather enough of materials, but that should do enough to complete the quest. Okay, there you go. Bingo. So it felt like we're good to go now. So it says here, even getting phase 2 done requires massive investment work. Cooperate with Valdi and Colony 30 to finish Dorrick. Okay, so Dorrick is looking all mechanically and good to go.
Are we meant to push straight through all the way to phase 10?
We can take it slow. There's a ton of scrap out there for us to collect.
Alright, so talking to this mecha friend. So take good care of Repapa now, won't you, mecha friend? Hehe, I can see you're just raring to go. Well, I'll do my bit on the part to gather in front too. Okay, well, you know, you guys, I do believe that's going to have to do it. So I believe next time we'll go ahead and stick around at the canteen just to sit down just to see what kind of quest that we have to get finished around here, because there are a lot of these new side quests that we had to get done on doing, because of that's a lot that we need to take on. So we had to keep on figure out what kind of quest that we had to keep on doing. So I think Repapa has something important to tell us. So we'll go ahead and pick up more Xenoblade Chronicles 3 on the next series, you guys. So you don't go anywhere, and you will be participating and staying tuned on the next video. So thank you guys so much for taking the time to tune in and watching this episode. So if you're liking this series, you want to see more of Xenoblade Chronicles 3, be sure to leave an advertise, a like, share the video, and subscribe. If you already subscribed, ring that notification bell so that you'll be stay up and notified when we're releasing awesome videos up in the way. So that's gonna be all it for Xenoblade Chronicles 3. We'll be picking up more on the next one. So take care, guys. I hope to talk to you on the next video.